Hey, witches. I went through an experience recently and I keep getting prompted to share what happened to me. So I'm going to share what happened. So if you're going through something similar, hopefully this can give you some, guidance, confirmation. Take it as it is. Take whatever resonates and go with it. So basically, it's an experience where you're starting to do stuff in your life. You're starting to accomplish things. You're working on stuff. You're doing the things that are taking you to the next level, that are building up yourself. You're learning, you're changing, you're becoming something new, something different than what you had in your past. And people from your past are seeing you level up and they're feeling a certain way about it. They don't like it, but it's not obvious that they don't like it. In fact, they're coming in with a narcissistic blow up, love bombing. They are love bombing the shit out of you. And while they're doing that, they're insinuating themselves into your plans. They are setting you up for a destiny swap, my friends. And this has happened before, where people see you doing something that they themselves refuse or are incapable of doing, and they want all the bonuses, all the accolades, all the benefits of what you're doing without actually doing the work themselves. It's a destiny swap. And I had someone attempt it on me, and it was very interesting. They kept insinuating themselves into my future, trying to create some type of bond with me. And it would go from high highs to low lows to massive trauma dumping, so that there was a codependence built in a way that would cause the successful person to feel sorry for and try to help the person that is not successful. So the person who's not successful and not doing any of the work would get some of the benefit from the person doing the work. But see, they worked so hard at it that they actually distract you from doing any work yourself. And believe it or not, that is also the goal. Because if you're not doing any of the work that you need to do to become successful, you're not going to elevate yourself in status above them. And then they don't have to do any work either, because they can still feel like they're better than you, even though they're not doing anything themselves. These people will steal your ideas. They will tell you you're doing something awesome and then try to do it themselves. The person trying to steal your ideas, though, they're not as good at what you're doing as you are. So it backfires right in their face. 3:33 on the timer. They are not able to do what you're capable of doing. They will take up your time. They will distract you. And they will give you information in the hopes that you will exchange information with them. This person, see, a lot of times we think of love bombing and these type of activities, the depreciation. That doesn't just happen with boyfriend-girlfriend situations. This person can be the same sex as you. This person can be coming in under the guise of a friend, but they tell on themselves. You just need to be silent and let them tell on themselves. Withdraw your energy. Don't tell them what you're planning on doing. Stop telling them all the things that are happening to you that are positive. And you may need to block them, because blocking them is the only way to get them out of your energy. 444. Don't be gaslighting yourself. Don't sit there and say, well, they're my friend. They could never possibly. They can possibly. You need to figure out what their fruit is. And by that, I mean figure out what they're giving to you in your life. Do you feel drained after your conversations with them? Do they have no realistic understanding of how much time you have in the day? Are they bombarding you with messages, trying to take up your time and your brain space? Do they deliberately confuse you? Do they constantly have all these suggestions about what you should be doing with your business instead of doing stuff on their own? It's like you cannot get rid of this person. Like they do not understand boundaries or space or time. Are they trauma dumping on you? Trying to elicit feelings of discomfort, trying to get you to feel sorry for them? Are they incapable of moving on from their own issues even after years of therapy and work and time that has elapsed between the time that they have been injured and the time that you're speaking to them? If you're a kind, empathetic person, it can be, and this happens to many of us, that you get trapped and sucked into people that play the eternal victim, because there are real victims and there are people who will sit and saturate themselves and bathe themselves in their victimhood with zero interest of ever healing and moving on, but enjoy taking time and attention from those that wish to heal. Because if you're busy screwing around and listening and wasting your time with people like this, and you're a healer, they're going to take up time and time away from people that actually do want to heal. And maybe it's not your job to heal everybody. Maybe it's your job to heal yourself and just be an example. But really pay close attention to people who tell you how fantastic and awesome you are, and in the same breath will insult you or do things on purpose to trip you up. I'm inviting you to take a good long minute and really reevaluate. Reevaluate the people that come into your life suddenly from the past. Because if they weren't there for you when you were at your lowest, and they suddenly show up when you start doing well again, that's a sign. A sign for you to pay attention to that they're not a true friend. They are a fair weather friend, and they're not interested in being there to support you. They are interested in taking advantage of whatever they can. They are standing with their hand out, one hand out, and a sharp metal object in the other behind their back, praying desperately that you won't notice what they're doing. But when you do, be sure to block them. You are not obligated to anybody that treats you like this. You owe them nothing. You can't take everyone with you. And as you grow in success, you will meet the people that are supposed to be there for you. But anyone from your past that didn't have time for you when you weren't doing so well, leave them there. That's where they belong, in your past. Don't resurrect these old relationships. You left for a reason. They stopped for a reason. Trust the universe that these people have been taken out of your life for a reason, and that's okay. They can stay there. Have a wonderful day, witches. Be wary.